Hi, how are you? I'm Cesar Yael and I want to tell you a story. Once upon a time, one dragon and one lady. Oh, wait, why are you looking me in that form? Oh, I know, this story not is satirical. It is my experience. Okay, this is the real one. The first time that I passed to talk to a group of people was when I was 12 years old. I had to tell a short story to 60 people. For me, that was very scary. Now please look me, I'm the same person, but now with more security in myself. So please don't laugh of me. Starting. What is green and smell like painting? No, green painting, of course. It's funny? No? Oh, okay. Like everyone knows, we are in Mexico, and we have listened about the women manifestations in Estado de Mexico, in Querétaro, in San Luis Potosí, and more states. But why there are manifestations? Oh well, since we were kids, all the world had teach us that every gender has different activities, like men don't cook, or like there are employing women, and when we grow that idea is automatically in our brain. That is why in many places there are gender discriminations, because the society teaches that one gender is not for that or for this. You maybe are thinking, but Yael, if only women speak about the discrimination, what happened, Yael? That is right, but we have to think that men in the past were more close to women, and that closer thinking led men to do more activities and have preferences. We have been doing all the time that activities, so we have to put activities that men and women do in a balance. That is why many women are around Mexico speaking about it. Now we are in a new world where we are learning a lot of things, like a woman that is a leader of a company, or plumbing woman that fix leaks. This is very good, each gender has different strengths, so we must take advantage of that and take the best of each. Have you heard about the World War II in the United States? In the World War II, the soldiers that went to fight were almost all men, so they have to leave their families in their houses. So who take care of the kids in that time where men were fighting? You know the answer, right? It is correct. Women take care of them. And of course, also the house. They clean it, they make the breakfast for their kids, women take them to school, and more activities. So in that period, producers make a lot of commercial about women doing houses activities with the new product, or women using a detergent to clean the toys for her kids. The commercials were too effective because women bought them a lot. Also, after the World War II, men have to work, and when they arrive to their houses, they want to have a clean house. Their food in the dinner room, put a TV show or other activity. These ideas of the past remain to this year, but they are old ideas. Now men and women can help each other doing the activities from the house. Men also can help to his wife doing food for their kids, or women also can sit to see a TV show. Obviously, we know that each gender has their activities, but we can help him doing those. Also, many newspapers of that century had many ads of the products that help in-house with women representing them. You can find them in the New York Times or where you prefer. Not every idea will be forever. We have to help each other doing some activities that maybe we are not prepared. Men and women are very important, so please tell your husband or wife that if they don't want to do an activity, it's only an excuse. Now I would like to put a very fast example of one really funny experience. When I was a kid, I wanted a game. It was about to cook our own donuts. I want it because I always see it in a TV commercials. In it always were two girls with their stove and hat. They look very happy doing their own food. So when I told to my parents that I want that game, they told me that game was only for girls. That is why the game were in pink color. Now everything makes sense. The girls, the color and more characteristics. But how many boys and girls like me, their parents have said them the same information? A lot, I think. Since we warned, that idea that boys and girls are different is a fact. That is why also with ideas of World War II and with this information, many husbands only work and don't cook, or wives that only cook and don't work. It is very beautiful to paint the rooms of our kids like blue or pink. It's okay if you do it. But if one girl wants her room blue, don't you think that is a weird suggestion? Or a boy that wants a pink room? No? Kids learn about the world and develop their cognitive abilities through the toys that they play with. One research has found that toys aimed at girls and boys teach each gender different lessons and encourage them to develop different types of skills to play. If your aim is for your child to grow up well-rounded with strong cognitive, creative, and special kids, it makes sense to provide toys that promote all these types of learning. According to a study on girls and boys, toys girly tend to focus more on physical appearance and attractiveness. They were more likely to promote nurturing, Caribbean play, and to help children role-play household skills like cooking and cleaning. If a little girl is only supplied with super girly toys, she might strongly develop her nurturing skills, but miss out on other areas of development. She might also get that idea that her appearance should be of top priority. The same study found that boys were more likely to be competitive, aggressive, and encourage risk-taking during play. Boys' toys were also more likely to teach children about special relationship, science, and how to build structures, and to be violent to their toys. This is a very bad notice, right? Militarism is a very special part of the jobs of all the world. Speaking about militarism in the United States, it's very sad to be and see how only men are composed of militarism. I want to tell a history and a study of this topic. I would like to say the experience of Frank. She's happy to be part of militarism branch that has 99% of jobs already open to women. She says, I didn't know what to expect coming in, and I was surprised with my generation of people. It's been really smooth, and I have been extremely accepted and equal. One thing that everyone we talk to seems to agree on it is that we as young women can do something for these women. We can make a difference. Frank advised to educate yourselves. Learn more about it. Don't let military be this cognitive that nobody knows about. She says, there's all kinds of organizations like the Women's Memorial Foundation in DC, which opened the first memorial for women in this service. You can support things like that, and it's all about education and awareness. Frankie says that. In addition, she says that it's imperative to let the government know via letters on calls and protests that they support change in police and they demand something they should have achieved a long time ago. Equality. Very, very controversial, right? The military is moving in the right direction, and it is up to us to make sure they keep moving. These policies affect real women who are dedicated enough to fight for our country and defend our rights on a daily basis, says Frankie. Each decision has consequences, great or bad. That is why it's so important to talk about the history. Thank you for listening, Frankie History. So, I will remember what we have learned today. First, how the role of men and women is in the family, its history, and more. The second idea is how toys affect the life of our kids, that every toy that we buy them teach them something. And finally, how the gender equality is increasing in militarism, and how is that work for women. I want that you keep in mind that every idea or something is not for all the life. We have to take care of our decisions and what we teach to our kids. So we have to be prepared. One more thing, please. One more thing. Are you prepared for this new world? Thank you for listening me. See you in another time.